Hey everybody, so welcome. I am about to get started with this chickpeas meal. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna be putting all the vegetables in first. So I'm gonna start in a certain order. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna start first with the garlic, right? I'm gonna put the garlic in here. I have some coconut oil in the pot already, and it's nice and hot. You know, you can see the sizzle going on. All right, I'll give it a little stir. I have about 5 cloves of garlic in here. I'm gonna add onions. Mix it up a bit. Is that I am going to add a little bit of rosemary. One teaspoon is good enough. Mix it around a bit so the onions and the garlic will saute a little bit in the coconut oil. This is a Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna put it in there as well. Try not to let it burst. The Scotch bonnet pepper is mainly for flavor. You want the onions and the garlic to, you know, become a little brown, saute. You don't have to, but you know, just you want the flavor to come out of it. All right. We're gonna add the chickpeas to the onion and the garlic. So that's 1 can of chickpeas. One teaspoon of Italian style herb or seasoning. I'm going to add also I got some tarragon here. I'll add that as well. Of course, you got to add your parsley flakes. Parsley flakes. And you definitely can't forget your thyme. You need thyme. You gotta add the thyme as well. Stirring that all around here. I am going to add some coconut milk. So what I have done with the coconut milk is that I've added about 6 tablespoons of coconut milk powder and 3 cups of water. I'm going to throw it in here. I want the coconut milk to start boiling, and then what we will do is that we'll add some other ingredients to it as well. This is that vegetarian soup base called Jack Jr. I'm adding the Jack Jr. to this as well. Give it about 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna add some turmeric to it now. So I've added 3 teaspoons of turmeric. So right now I've covered it. I'm gonna let it come to a boil, and then I will deal with the broccolis and the spinach. So right now it's starting to bubble, which is good. That is what we want. Now that everything is bubbling and boiling, what I am going to do to this is that I am now going to add the broccolis. Add the broccolis. Broccolis, you know, they're a little bit hard, and they take a little bit of time, not a lot, some time to sort of get soft. We don't want them to be overcooked, so we just want them soft, right? And the chickpeas, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some spinach. Add some spinach to this. I'm not too sure what the exact measurement is. This might be 2 cups. You might be looking at 2 cups of spinach here. It will look a little bit puffy on top of the pot, but what happens is that once you cover it, it will shrink because it's cooking down. Mix it up a bit in there. Just cover it and just let it go. Alright, so the spinach, it's cooked down. So what we are going to do now that the spinach is cooked down is that we've turned the stove down, right? The broccolis are nice and soft. We've turned the stove down and we're gonna just cover it and let this cook under its own heat, right? So we've turned it down to 2. So I had it at the heat on 6, right? And then we'll just let it cook down a little bit. So here you go, folks. This is the chickpeas with broccoli, spinach, and other vegetables. Onions, garlic, tomatoes, right? This is what the finished product looks like. So to go with the chickpeas, the broccoli, and the spinach, I've heated up some rice.